Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to my beloved Goodwood. Now it's the annual media drive day this year. Now last year I got to drive the Lotus Emira V6, and in the run-up to this year's media day I got an email from Lotus saying, Ped, I think you need to drive the new 4-cylinder 2-litre. So this is the launch edition 2-litre 4-cylinder car with an AMG engine in the back, turbocharged, and an 8-speed DCT gearbox. And I cannot wait to put this through its paces. This video is a bit of a gun and run special. I'm gonna have, I don't know, 3-4 laps maybe, just to get my head around this car. But I think, I mean, from the outside, it looks just like the V6, but underneath there's a different rear end. There's an amazing engine from AMG, which is basically the engine you find in the A45S. And then interior-wise, the difference is the car I drove last time had a manual gearbox. This one has an 8-speed DCT. So let's get a helmet on, let's get some cameras set up, and then let's get cracking around Goodwood. All I would say is Goodwood is a little bit damp today, a little bit greasy, so we'll be careful and put on my big boys brave pants. Okay guys, so welcome to the driver's seat of the Lotus Emira. Now interestingly, this time last year I was at the media day with Stuart from Lotus in the V6 manual Emira, but I'm very excited because this is a launch edition 4-cylinder auto. So basically we've got the 2-litre AMG 4-cylinder engine with an 8-speed DCT gearbox and Goodwood Motor Circuit. So like always, it's a bit of a bun fight. I might go back here, actually I've got nothing behind me, and that might give me a bit of space to get out. So I'm going to do a one-take wonder. We only get 3 laps, or did we get 10 laps, did we say?
I think whatever you want to do, really. I'm quite happy.
Right, and this is always a bit, I find this a bit terrifying coming out of here.
Yeah.
So when I drove the V6 last year with a manual box, amazing driver engagement, but really excited to experience this with a flappy paddle auto. Get my wristband checked, and then we'll just put it in manual override, and off we go as soon as he's going to let us go. Here we go. So I'm just going to brake myself in gently. It's quite a wet, greasy day. The track seems to be drying up quite a lot from when I got here this morning. But I just want to get my head around this car, because I think, for me, this is a potential sweet spot for the Emira. So the engine's kicking out 360 horsepower, which is the same as my Boxster, and I just think that's a real sweet spot for a performance sports car. Straight away you just feel a really nice lightweight, lovely steering. It's quite nice changing paddles as well rather than the manual. My first laps are Goodwood this year, actually. And what a car to do it in. Okay, down the main straight. Straight it will cut up to 130 on the brakes. I'm gonna brake nice and early, just get my eye in, as it were. Traction. This car certainly spins up really nicely. So if you've driven an A45S, it's the same engine behind me powering this little Lotus Emira. Now this is a launch edition car, and they're in the kind of sort of 80,000 quid, but this actually starts from just over 60, 110 through Ford water. What are we going any faster than that? Feels very short-footed onto the brakes, down into fourth. Slightly lazy on the downshift. Just looking in my mirrors now, I've got a Ferrari on a Lamborghini coming behind me. I'm just going to let him come past here. No, he won't go past there, will he? We just come round Lavin and then let this Lamborghini Technica come past. I have a feeling this is going to be quite spectacular. Here he goes. Yeah, he's on a hot lap with a professional driver. I'm not going to be able to keep up with him. It's a very approachable car, this. It's only a couple of laps in, and it just makes you feel like you can really tap into it. The downshift just a little bit lazy for me. I'd like it to, I think it's probably just making sure that it's at the right rev range to actually change down. It's so stable through that corner. I'm not going to go quite as quick through Ford water this time. I'm sure it could go through there. That's 100 miles an hour. I reckon you've got another 15 miles an hour on top of that easily. Yeah. People, I think this 4-cylinder 2-litre Emira is the one they've been waiting for. I think as a B-road blaster, as an everyday daily, this is going to take some beating. Yeah, very, very good. I'm now going to ask Stuart really nicely, have I got time for one more lap? I got one more lap, people. Brakes are really good. What a car. For me, this one, Mazric, is a really good demonstration of just how stable the car is. Nice smooth inputs to the steering, nice smooth lines, and then just on the gas on the way down to Ford water. I've never been a fan of Ford water as a corner. It's very slippy today, and if you're going to have a big one at Goodwood, it's Ford water. That's probably going to be where you have it. Do its thing. We should probably be on a cool down now anyway. Well, if it's possible to get your head round a car in like 4 or 5 laps, let me try and summarize my feelings. I think this 360 horsepower is just such a good number. It's not too powerful. It means you can really get into the car, you can exploit it, and I think driving this on the road, you'd have a hell of a lot of fun because you can really exploit the car. The steering feel is lovely. It's got so much balance. You can feel you're in a lightweight car. And in through the higher speed corners, it's just so stable. It gives you so much confidence. And actually almost a bit too much confidence. When you're only 3 laps in, you think, I can go faster and faster. And you need to make sure you don't go too quick and have a whoopsie. The gearbox On the way up, it's quite quick. It's a little bit lazy on a couple of the downshifts. Maybe that's just me asking for the gear too early. But it's nice swapping cogs on the paddles on track. I think for ultimate driver engagement, the manual V6 takes some beating. But this car, yeah, I like it. And Stuart's still smiling, so that's all good. I'll go straight in there.
Straight down, yeah, please, thank you.
Amazing. So let's jump out of the car and I'll give you my final thoughts on my clothes. What a view coming down here. Look, are we going to go in front of the
Electra?
Electra.
Probably a reverse park might be.
Yeah, reverse park in front of everybody. There's no pressure there then, is there? Check my nose. Reverse park with a helmet on, with a 100 grand car behind and a 100 grand car in front. No pressure. Oh look, he's gone now. That's made it easy. There you go.
Well done.
Cheers, buddy.
Well done, mate.
I'm going to swim the camera around now. He's kept very quiet for that one.
You scared me. That's what it was. No.
No, I didn't.
You're a good driver.
Hopefully I didn't.
Well done. Well done.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Brilliant. Thanks for the invite, Lotus, for a drive of this car, because it's really very special.
Absolute pleasure.
So different to the V6.
100%.
They're different. They're both awesome, but just in different ways.
Yeah.
This is so approachable. You can really get on it, I think.
It's the best way to describe it. They've both got unique experiences.
Yeah.
With the same car. So as you say, proper B-road warrior.
Proper B-road warrior.
Also handles well on the track.
Yeah. Like I said, the thing I like about my Porsche is you feel like you can really get on it and not lose your license. I mean, you still going to break the speed limit, obviously, but it's not like it's got 600 or 700 horsepower. It's just for the chassis, it's a perfect amount of. And is this a bit lighter than the V6?
Give or take a few grams. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
All I'd like to say, it depends how much fuel you burn it.
And how many of those pastries you had for breakfast.
Yeah.
Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a quick gun and run, but if you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.